Hey guys, welcome to Forged in Fire. I wanted to do this one a little bit different and be outside because this one is going to be a little bit difficult for me to unpack in public. Um, okay, so there was an incident last night where I thought I was being like given an option or a opportunity to teach, and like so these people had come knocking and asked like if the people that come to the door knock and ask if you've accepted Jesus in your life and all this. And I actually exchanged phone numbers with them and ended up talking to them last night. And it was actually really nice to be in the company on, even if it was just a phone call, with people that also care so much about Jesus, and to just be able to talk about what you've gone through. So I had shared a couple pieces of my testimony with them in this time, and it really opened my eyes because I didn't think it was that serious. Like, it was just, okay, yeah, this happened, this happened. Like, it's stuff that I've already handled and healed from ish. And I mean, like, the shame of it anyways isn't there anymore. But so they were like, oh my gosh, like, you were so brave, that's so admirable that you would share that. And I'm just like, it's not that serious though. But what I don't understand, or what I didn't realize, is that a lot of people don't have that same strength, I guess, to talk about the things that you go through. But I'm here to tell you, so I felt like God was using them as a teaching moment for me, because I'm not just the student, or I'm not just the teacher trying to teach people of his good message. I'm also the student at the same time. And I know that sometimes God will put people in my life to teach me the things that he needs me to learn. And so I feel like the reason for them being given to me at this time is that it's time to, okay. So I've learned that the more you speak on things that you have gone through and the trauma from it and stuff, it like it relinquishes the devil and the enemy's power of it over you. Like, once you speak it and you keep speaking it and you keep speaking it, like, the more you speak it, the more power you gain back from that incident, if that makes sense. And the more of it has no more control over you, because it's like, okay, that happened. I mean, yeah, it sucked, but at the same time, it's not who I am. You're not who you go through. You're not. I know people in society want you to think that you have to stay broken, you have to stay defeated, you have to stay stuck, but I'm here to tell you don't, because God is everywhere, and there's another way. There's another way. And I'm not ready for this. Are you sure? Yes, I know you're sure. I don't want to do this. Okay, so mm, this is like this is stuff that I have. Okay, where do I even begin? Okay, from the beginning. Okay, so when I was a kid, I lived in California. That was where I was born and raised. I was born and raised in San Diego, California. Now, when I was two, my both of my parents got divorced because they couldn't do it. They were toxic as hell. They both evil in their own way, and so they split up. Now, growing up in a divorced household, my mother, I stayed with my mother 90% of the time. That being said, my mother was an addict. My mother has went through stuff in her own. That's her own testimony. It's not my business to share her testimony. I can only speak my truth. But she went through things as a kid also, and she went through things in her life and that she shouldn't have, and she never healed from that. And I feel like, so because that, I have moved on and tried to do better with my life, and she's still stuck in the same addiction phase and not doing nothing with her life, then she wants to attack me and belittle me and make me on her same level. And it's crazy to me because this is my mother we're talking about, the person that supposedly birthed me. And I can never imagine attacking my daughter or my son. Like, I can never imagine attacking one of my kids, or like trying to uh, put my kid down because they believe in something like so good. Just because you don't believe in Jesus does not mean that I cannot believe in Jesus. I'm just saying. What the hell? But okay. So back to the point. Sorry, I get carried away sometimes. Uh, so she was like never there, never there. She was very emotionally unavailable as a kid. Anytime I could never feel anything. Anytime I would try to lean on her, it was always a big deal to her. She'd always flip out, spaz out. I guess that's probably where I got my spaz out queen from, is from growing up around that toxicity, that same, like, just always reacting, always flipping out, always. That's just how I was raised. And so I was just doing as I was shown. I didn't know any better. I didn't. And so, like, then I was all but sorry, I got sidetracked. That happens. But that's why I don't like to be around people when I'm recording. Uh People are staring at me, but I don't care. But anyways, yeah, I was just doing as I was shown, like, that's all. Um and now, so she would disappear. Like, she would move us from boyfriend to boyfriend to boyfriend, and it was never like we were always like, we moved around more than, like, people thought that my dad was still in the like, military because of how much we moved around. And I'm like, no, I live with my mom now, but it is what it is. What choice do I have? It's not like she asked me if I want to move. It's not like she cares how I feel about anything. So what good does complaining do? No, instead you just want to throw me into chaos out of from what, age 2, and never have a sense of stability ever. Um, Now, growing up as a kid, every holiday I would go to my grandparents in Ramona, and that was before my gramps passed away from cancer, and they like, that that was paradise. That was paradise. And that was like a little slice of heaven basically for me as a kid, because I didn't have anywhere else safe to go. And then me and my mom could not get along. You know, she would disappear, then come back. She would disappear, then come back. She would disappear, then come back. And finally, the last fight was like, I had to have been like 15 or 6. I think I was 15. Yeah, I was 15. And we had got into it because she had disappeared for a long time that time. And then she tried to come and try to tell me what I was and wasn't going to do. And I'm like, no, you're not, because you haven't even been here. Like, you can't just show up whenever you want to and play mom. Like, who does that? Who leaves their kid and doesn't even call to check on them, make sure that they're okay, make sure that they don't need the bills paid, make sure that at 15, who just dips out on their kid. And um she was mad because also I had called her out because she had been cheating on her fiance, and I called it out. I mean, the truth is the truth. What's done in the dark always comes to light. If you don't want to be called out for your sin, then don't do sinful shit. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, don't don't sin, and it won't be revealed. Don't do stuff that you have to be ashamed of. It's easy, or it's gonna be revealed. Eventually, it always gets revealed. Eventually, it always does. Even if you don't want it to be, trust me. I know. Even if you don't want it to be, it gets revealed. Um, Okay, so we had gotten into it really bad, and long story short, I knew that if I didn't get away from her, one of us was going to kill each other or worse, and so I called up my dad, and I moved to Texas because my dad had been living in Texas. Now, on my dad's side, he never really, basically, I was just in, if I was under my mom's roof, my dad just didn't give a damn. I mean, we'll call it for what it is. He very rarely checked on me. He very rarely did anything for me. He thought if I came to visit him during the holidays, if I came to visit him instead of my other family, that if he bought me things, that meant he loved me. Um, he never truly tried to get to know me. He never truly tried to understand me. He never truly just was there for me, ever. He tried to pretend to be, but let's face it, he never was. He never was. He never was. And so that does a lot to somebody as a kid. And so then there was another incident where I had been sexually abused. I was probably about 13. Um, it was somebody that my mother had married, very, very like spur of the moment. She didn't know him. And she married him for stability, for money, and because he could provide things, and then she could get us back because I think she was homeless at the time. And so she was like worried about having a place for me and my sister to be. And so she's like, oh, I'm just going to go marry him. And then, yeah, y'all come live with us. And, anyways, I still don't necessarily remember every single thing he did to me because I guess that was a time in my life that I don't know how it happens. I guess God does it or something. I don't know how, or the trauma of it. It just like blocks it out of your mind. And I mean, I did a session with my therapist, and yeah, that was intense. I won't go into detail with that, but when I'm here to tell you, when somebody does that to you as a kid, it's not your fault. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what anybody tells you. It's not your fault. It's not. There's no reason, no reason whatsoever that somebody of any age, should touch anybody without their consent. And especially someone of such innocence, child, um, or elderly, like elderly and children. I mean, I'm not saying adults deserve what anything, but like especially the helpless, they don't deserve to be touched. They don't. They don't deserve abuse. They don't deserve no. Innocence does not deserve abuse. I'm just saying. Of any sort. So I go to my mother. I'm like, hey, you need to divorce him because me and my mother. By the way, me and my mother, we were very close. Me and my mother had a very weird relationship, I guess, because of how she raised me. And from like kindergarten, I knew about sex and stuff because my mother just didn't lie to me. She lied about. I don't even know how to call it, but you get what I'm saying because she did lie to me. I'm like, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Anyways, but uh, anyways, so I basically was like, he did this, and yeah, you need to divorce him because he's no good. He's touching me, and I don't want him to touch my sister, and it's not safe. It's not safe. Like, we need to get out. Let's go. Like, you tried it. Like, he's crazy, and I'm sorry. I had to feel it. I had to feel it. Can't block emotions. I knew this was gonna happen. When you turn to somebody that is supposed to protect you with their life, and they blame you as a kid, like that really does crap to somebody. It really does, y'all. And that is not okay. I'm here to tell you that's not okay. It's not. It's not. part of the healing process is feeling all the emotions as you feel them. It sucks. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. But you have to feel it to release it. You can't bottle it up. You can't bottle it up. You can't. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I didn't want to do this. Because I had to do it. Today is my birthday. Woo woo. So, part of the healing for me is to unpack all this for the people so that way I can close this chapter of my life for good. Because this is the most people I've ever told any of this to. Now, that being said, so she blames me of how I dressed, how I carried myself, how I was around him. I was too friendly, too flirtatious as a 13-year-old. It was my fault that he did things to me. Now, I have a really good friend that ended up committing suicide. But when my mom didn't protect me, he did. He was like a brother to me. We grew up in the same apartment complex together in a very bad neighborhood, and he was always there for me. He always like he would walk me to and from school. Like he was always there for me, and he was like a few years older than me, and he just always like I feel like God put him there to save me. And so when my mom didn't believe me, I ran to his house, him and his sister, because I was also really good friends with his sister, and they saved me. I ended up calling my dad, and my dad came and got me. That's the one time my dad actually did step in for me because I feel like he felt guilty for all the years that he wasn't there. But he did come, and he came and got me, and I moved to Texas, and that's when I'm like that. And I had tried to move back to California a couple times, but let's face it, my mom was an addict and abusive, and I can't be around evil. I can't do it. I can't be around evil energy. I call it out, and so they attack me. I can't. Um, so that's just who I am. So it's just best that I cut all these people out of my life, and I'm. It's funny because the same people that are talking about me and claim that they know me are the same people that haven't even had any contact with me in the last year. So how they truly know how I'm doing or what, they don't. Um, I moved to Texas. Um, I was like in and out of several toxic relationships. I wilded out. I went down a very dark path because of my abuse, and I didn't know how to handle it. And I went with the ways of the world, and I was sinning, and I was lustful, and I was in all my demons. I was greedy. I was lazy. I was hateful. I was envious. I was all of them with a purple passion, and it was awful. And where was I going with that? Like I, I slept around. I did probably every drug other than shoot up. Like I'm here to tell y'all, like this is the principle. This whole message, like, um, if God is blessing me, like He's blessing me, and I am redeemable. Me, like I trust me and the Lord fought long and hard about this calling on my life and about what He wants me to do. And I told Him I am like so unworthy of what He wants me to do. And but He said that's why. Like that, this is why He needs to show people that He truly does exist. Like I am the proof that it's real. Like his promises are so real. Because if he can change me and make me clean, like I know 99% of people have done way better in life than me. I'm just going to be honest because I made some really effed up choices. I take accountability for that with the Lord. But if I can do it, why can't you? That is the message. Um Sorry. I get carried away. um. Anyways, so I moved to Texas, and yeah, I was in like some very unhealthy relationships. Now, the one that takes the cake, of course, is my ex-husband, and it was a very domestically violent relationship. Um, he can claim it wasn't, but it was, and I have witnesses. I have witnesses, and just because I didn't press charges does not mean anything. He knows what he did, and that's between him and God now. That being said, him wanting to obsess over me with hate and whatever else is a little crazy to me. But I mean, if that's what you want to do, just remember who you're playing with, because you're not playing with me. I'm a child of God, and regardless if you believe in God or not, if you play with me, you play with God. Just saying. So I guess he's a little sorry. I guess he's a little mad that I broke out of his control, that he can no longer manipulate or lie and abuse me. And so he wants to attack me, and let him, because I'm free. Nothing he says has any power over me anymore. So I don't really care what is said. I know that he messages me all the time and says, "Oh, people are telling me your ex-wife is crazy as hell, and people are telling me this. People are." I don't care. I don't care. Anybody can think whatever they want of me, because at the end of the day, I done paid my dues. I paid my dues. And there is a different type of freedom, y'all, when you don't seek external validation from anybody else. There's only one person I seek validation from, and it is none of y'all flesh human people. Y'all ain't even on my level. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you're not. And that's why you attack me. But um now my ex did not want me to have any friends, any life whatsoever. I couldn't wear certain things. I couldn't watch certain things. I mean, you name it, he controlled it just to have that power, I guess. I mean, I was literally in prison for 13 years. Literally. Um, always walking on eggshells. And so, he did nothing but belittle me all the time. Belittle me, and then would try to pretend make it okay with a few kisses, the honeymoon stage or whatever, then go right back to doing it, the same narcissistic stuff. So I'm just so happy I got out. So happy. Like, if nothing else happens with my life, I'm okay, because I escaped. Like, I am just free. There's no other feeling. I literally was like chained to the devil and reincarnated. Oh. But um it's just what that's what sin does to you, though. That's what darkness does to you. It infects your soul. It starts, okay. So it starts with, okay, oh, I sinned here. Oh, that's okay. Not a big deal. I don't need to repent for that. It's in there, in your heart. Then you sin again. Oh, that was just, but yeah, you catch it on, it builds, 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 builds. Builds, 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 builds. So once it builds, then what's the word? It like becomes like a virus and infects your entire being. The entire thing. And I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. I can't remember. We'll skip that. Okay, so Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Hmm. Okay. So, anyways, my ex made me cut off everybody, friends, family. I couldn't have anybody. Anybody that was not him. If I put anybody before him, God forbid I wanted to go hang out with anybody else. He would threaten me to go to the strip club if I wanted to go to dinner with friends. I mean, he would threaten me with all sorts of stuff. Oh, if you go do that, I'm gonna go do this. Or if you're gonna go do that, I'm gonna go do this. Like he is just a mind thing. It really was, and it's crazy. Like I let him. It's so dumb. But when I divorced him, the reason I left in the beginning was because I just recently had a newborn niece born by my sister, and Elena. She's the cutest freaking baby. I missed the crap out of her. Anyways, she was like 6 months old. I did not want to go on anymore not being a part of my family's life. I miss my family, and I was just like, this is not it. Like, I'm not even happy. And so I walked. And now, when I went to my family, I knew that I was going to have to make amends. These are people that I cut off, y'all, for 13 years. And I'm here to tell you, don't ever cut anybody off. Don't ever change who you are to keep somebody. That's crazy. That's so crazy. You've got to stand up for yourself. You've got to. Or you're going to like just be in misery. Every day is amazing and I don't even know what's going to happen, but it's just you wake up with just there's no other feeling like it. None. Um and so sorry, I was watching these kids over here. They're fishing. It's cute. Anyways, so I knew I was going to have to make amends. Now, some of the people I did not get the reaction I wanted. I'll admit. Some people that meant a lot to me at the time did not accept me back because, I mean, too much time had passed. All I can do is try to make amends. I cannot force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. That's on them. Forgiveness is on you. Now, so I mean, it is what it is. Them clearly are not my people, but because your people, I'm here to tell you, your people, you will not have to force. You won't have to force. Mm-mm. Your people will choose you every time. Every time. They won't care where you're at, who you're with, none of that. Your people will choose you every time. Every time. Every time. And when I first came back, my dad was very resentful. And I get it, you know, I had put my dad through a lot. So I thought that that was why that he was like very bitter towards me. No. The darkness in my father is insane, y'all. This man had the audacity. Let me just give you a little glimpse into his heart. So, my sister, my niece, her birthday is on Christmas Day. So, back in December, it was like, I want to say she did it the weekend after Christmas, if I remember correctly. Anyways, she had a birthday party, right? Well, I still, like, my family had not been offering to help me with nothing, any of it. And so I had been running nonstop. I mean, I was still working 2, 3 jobs, crazy hours, working 18 to 20 hours. and to make ends meet, to pay the bills, to get food on the table, to make sure the kids were good, because this whole time I have not received a dime from my ex for anything for the kids. He told me anytime I had asked him for anything for the kids, he told me, "You take care of your house, I take care of mine." That was his response. And so I just quit asking. I mean, I asked, I think, one time when we first split. I thought we were cool, and you want to be petty and punish your kids because I leave you, then that's whatever. That's what you want to do. But and I do have the text to prove it. I can prove it. I keep receipts. Okay, I keep receipts. I'm just saying. Um. So anything I say, I can prove with evidence. I don't think anybody else can, and that's why they're freaking out. Um. It's so funny. So funny. Um. Uh. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, okay. So I had been running all day and I was hungry. And so my sister had been harassing me all day to come and help with the freaking party. And so I was like, okay, you know, who cares if I got stuff I gotta do? God forbid, I'll come help you. So I went over there and helped her. Now I had to go pick up my kids from the babysitter and come back before the party started. So my sister was in the middle of cooking eggs. And these eggs, y'all, I'm here to tell y'all, my grandmother brought the eggs to my dad's house. So my dad did not pay for them eggs. And my sister always bought all them groceries in that house because she got food stamps. He didn't pay for them. He didn't pay for none of that meal. None of that meal did he pay for. You're hearing me? Now listen to what happened. Okay, so I go, my sister's cooking. I'm like, oh, I'll just eat when I get back, whatever. When I come back, after I go get the kids, I'll just eat that. I'm like, just pack it up. Okay, so I leave, come back. Now, I go to heat up the eggs before I start to help my sister finish doing some more stuff. And my dad is giving me this evil look. And I'm like, what? Like, you got a problem? Y'all, my dad literally tells me, like, yeah. And I'm like, what? What's wrong with, I'm hungry. Like, what's wrong with me eating some eggs? Like, Alex cooked. I want some eggs. Like, what's the big deal? They're eggs. This is my father. Okay? And he has the nerve to tell me, flip out, start screaming and hollering. Well, every time you're over here, that's all you want to do is eat up my food. I told him, well, I didn't know we were keeping tabs. I thought this was my family's house. I thought I was supposed to feel comfortable here. I didn't know you're keeping tally of everything I spend in here. You know what he had the nerve to do? He flips out on me, y'all. Like, completely spazzes out. Get the F out of my house and never come back! Like, over and over. Over and over. Get out of here. Get out of here. Never come back. Never come back. Over some eggs. And me calling him out over him being greedy. Because I sat the eggs down and I said, I don't have to be here then. I'll go. I don't want to be here if you're going to be greedy. And then that's when he told me that. It's the truth. My dad keeping tabs on some food he didn't even pay for. My dad keeping tabs every time I would step foot in his house when I'm supposed to be with family. If that ain't greed from the heart, y'all, I don't know what is. I'm just saying. Just saying. People really reveal their true colors when you call the truth out. When you call the darkness out of them, they really reveal who they truly are. They do. And that's just simply what I chose to do. Like that's what God chose me to do. I don't care about how they feel about it. I'm here to call it all out and to shine light on everything that has happened in my life, because I don't want any of that to have authority over me anymore. And once you speak on it, you release that authority. Um, anyways, now my grandmother, bless her heart. There's no help in that one. There's no help in that one. Pure materialistic and idolization to her core. There's no help in that woman. Oh my gosh. That's what did her in, you know? Greed. She always had to paint this image of, oh, we're better than everybody. We're better. We're better. We're better. I could never be with somebody that was of lower class. I had to be, she wanted me to settle down with a lawyer or a doctor or somebody of quality, because if I didn't, that made me less than. Make that make sense? Um, she always had to have horses and things and cars, and tries to paint this image like she has money, but she does not. Broke as shit. Broke as shit. Sorry, Lord. But she likes to pretend like she's wealthy, but she's not. And so she paints this mirage like she's so high class, so classy. And she's evil to her core. Let me tell you about her. This woman that is so rich in life is not rich in her soul, because she has the nerve to attack her granddaughter that is going through a divorce from a domestic violent relationship. And so I had got with this other guy. Stupid, I know. Anyways, I wasn't healed yet, and I had entertained a thing, and it's not even worthy to discuss the name because he wasn't anything. Um, uh, and he kept some of my things. And my grandmother was so concerned over getting her things that she bashed me to him, talking about she ain't ever gonna amount to nothing. Oh, she wouldn't even have none of that if it wasn't for us. Like, she can't even piss in a pot. Like, she can't do nothing on her own. She is so pathetic. Like, just bad mouthing me. Bad mouthing the crap out of me to my ex. Like, not just minor stuff either. No. She, like, legit bashed the crap out of me. And, just to get her things back. Because I had told her I don't even care about them. That, what, $50 crappy fridge? Okay, let him have it. Let him have my washer and dryer. I don't care. He's not going to control me with my washer and dryer. And she just had to have her things. Oh no. Oh no. You give something away. Oh no. You cannot take possessions with you when you die, Grandma. Just saying. Hope you enjoy your things. Hope it's worth more than love. My grandpa, I think he just tags along because he don't know how to stand up for himself, and I feel bad for that. I feel bad for that. My sister, I mean, let's face it, she's just too weak. She's too weak. Um, and so she attacks me and my character because she can't fight it. And I feel bad for her too. I pray for all of you guys still, I really do. But I just I'm at a time in my life where I can't have that around me. I can't. Bad energy is very toxic for your soul. You don't realize how just being interwoven with negative, toxic energy, it'll block your blessings. It will. I'm here to tell you it will. I am the proof. Um, yeah, I guess that's it for now. I got to go get my kids from school. Um, that was really, really healing for me. It was. There is something like when you relinquish the fear of sharing your story and sharing what you've been through to help heal others, it just it gives you that ability to breathe again. And that's all God truly wants for us. Anyways, I hope this helps. I'm gonna go have some fun tonight. I'm kid free. Until next time, God bless.